Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
Let's transition a little bit and let's talk about like true bona fide rental properties. And this can be different shapes and flavors. We've got clients with all walks of life here. It could be commercial, it could be residential. So it could be you buy a home and you let's just say it's a residential home. You turn it into a rental property. Let's talk a little bit about opportunities and risks associated with that.
Great question. Well, investing in real estate is an incredibly powerful tool. Commercial, residential, a lot of it, I would say we have to measure what I would call your return on hassle and quantifying what that ends up being. And that's really where rental properties come into play. The primary source is the rental income itself. You know, there's some tax benefits we'll talk about in a little bit in terms of depreciation, but really understanding, okay, what is the market that I can get on rent? And what are things like vacancy? Do we have a building or a place that people are going to want to come to your place and they're going to be chomping at the bit to get there? So you know when one tenant leaves, you can immediately put someone else in. Or are you going to have a period of a couple months? All of these things need to be factored in to size up, is this investment worth the hassle? Because one of the things that I think gets talked about in financial media a ton is, well, rental incomes are passive. Rental incomes, you just buy it, someone pays you, you make money. And we both know that that's very far from the truth. It's not always that easy. And even for the folks that they pay someone to be the property manager, you still own the property, you still have to be involved. And that's where I come up with this return on hassle. Is the money you're making on the property enough that...
The previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.